I was thinking about this a lot. Like, how do you keep making art when you have no motivation at all? How do you do it? So I'm recording this a little bit in advance. I'm still working on the drawing, but I hope it's gonna be finished when I post this video today. If not, whatever. It's I'm still working on it then. What I want to talk about today and to take this opportunity to speak about is I've been watching a lot of YouTube, uh, a lot of topics on art, on how artists are feeling about the current day, like the struggle, uh, the the disappointment, the entire focus of why I'm doing YouTube, because there's nothing else for me here right now, at least, is to share some positivity, to share some hope, to kind of take other people that are down and lift them up, sort of, by showing them that I'm doing this even if I'm broke, even if life is not great for me right now. Um, and I was a little bit disappointed because it feels like there's so much bullshit on the internet right now. And I get it. Everybody's trying to sell something. Everybody's trying to make views and to convert those views into money or whatever the fuck they want to do. And I get it. Again, it's a business model. It's people are doing this for some sort of an income, and I might do the same later on. But right now, I want to be honest to my core values. I want to reflect this thing that I dearly need in my own life. I desperately need in my own life. And I can sum up the entire internet with this one phrase, like, if you're struggling with art, keep drawing. That's it. That's the entire honest advice that any book can give you, any motivational guru can share with you, any professional can share with you. Just keep drawing. That's it. It's all it is. There's nothing extra on the top. There's no seasoning. There's nothing. It's just you want to draw and you want to get out of this mess and you want to have a chance as an artist in the industry, even if the industry is so messy and it's not attractive at all right now, and I don't think it ever was. But the only chance that you have as an artist is to keep drawing. And I had I find myself having these mood swings. They are so strong lately, and I get from being happy, being kind of motivated by what I'm doing, and then I spiral into this. I don't know how to call it. I thought it was some sort of depression or some sort of burnout, but apparently, after speaking with professionals, it's emotional drainage. Some I don't know how to translate it in English, but it's like my emotional energy is depleted, and um, I was thinking about this a lot. Like, how do you keep making art when you have no motivation at all? How do you do it? And the way I do it is I'm trying to push through, even if my mind tells me there's no reason for doing art. Like, you won't do anything with it. There's no brighter days for you. Like, you're in this swamp, metaphorically, in your life, and you worked so much to get here, and now you're here, and barely have money to survive. There's no room for your dream. There's nothing worth doing the things that you do. And I hear that voice while I keep drawing. I don't do the things that I plan to do because I was aiming to make, I don't know, 4 drawings a week, and I'm barely doing one. But it's more than nothing. So I think that's the highlight. Uh, just draw. It's I don't know if we've been conditioned, like if you're 20, if you're 30, if you're 40. I feel like me personally, I've been, conditioned to have this sort of expectation, even for the moments of down, which I'm experiencing today, to be flashy, to be like Hollywood style, to have like an audience that witnesses the pain, and the pain is heavy, and then there is this moment when everything comes along and I get this final reveal, like life is good now, things have ended, the pain is gone. And I've been waiting on that moment for a long fucking time. I'm especially talking about my career, because my personal life on the side, it's way better. It's infinitely better. But the career, which stupidly enough is also my identity, and I think like many people identify themselves through what they are doing, and I'm mostly talking about artists, because art by itself, it's a very personal form of showing who you are to the world, right? And when that art is not valued by anyone because it's just a nice thing that you're doing, it's a cute little hobby, you feel like you are pointless. There's no reason for you to be alive. There's no reason for you to be, period. Or that's at least how I'm experiencing it for myself. And I don't know. If you feel this, if you feel it the way that I'm feeling it, I'm so deeply sorry for you. I'm honestly sorry for what you're going through. But I can also tell you that there are moments in which your art gets recognized. There are chances where your art can be translated into something impactful, or can bring you money, or can offer you that financial safety or financial heaven, in which you can enjoy what you're doing and not be worrying about bills or about food or about your future. I found those moments in my own life. I had good years of making art, and I had way more bad years. And it's understandable because my art wasn't that amazing. I've never been at the level that other artists are. And I'm not saying that my art is bad. I'm saying that my art is not curated for what the industry values right now. I find gigs, but there are less and less of them. So I need to up my game. I need to up my game to make money, but I also want to up my game because I want to make that kind of art that I was dreaming of making when I was younger. When I started this journey 20 years ago, more than 20 years ago, I wanted to draw like, the splash artists at League of Legends right now, for example. and I got stuck. But I got stuck because not because I don't have drive, but because I was pursuing multiple things at once. I wanted to make games and I wanted to make art, and I had to also kind of find some balance in my own life to find a way to go through my old traumas that had and still has an impact on my current days, on who I am. And I'm sure that everybody knows how it feels to juggle with multiple things at once while you don't have support, because you also need to kind of bring your own support. You need to be your own cheerleader to kind of hype yourself up, like, okay, we're gonna do this. Even if, like, the entire time I've been doing this, the entire part of my career I've been doing this, points towards the fact that I shouldn't be here, or there's no room for me here, or that I'm incapable. You need to hype yourself in such a way that you will overcome that feeling, which is such a fucking strong feeling, When you don't have support outside of your body, outside of your mind, and then you don't have support within yourself, then how the fuck do you push forward? How do you do anything but stay in one place and wait for this entire thing to finish, And that's what I've been saying at the beginning of the video. You need to keep drawing. That's the only way you'll get out of here. And that's the only way I see myself getting out of here, Even if I have some, maybe some of you look at my art and are like, okay, this is so far ahead from where I'm at now. But you can get here within 1 year of working, even less. If you work constantly and you're doing it constantly and with presence and with intent, which is, again, super important. Like, break down your goal. Like, I want to reach this point, right? That means drawing. That means I will try to draw each day or each week, or do something, have a schedule, have a routine, And it doesn't sound sexy. It can sound even annoying as fuck, but it's the reality. It's the reality of the world that we live in, and it's the reality of the struggle we have as artists, I don't know. It's it's not complicated as planning. It's simple to know what you have to do. The complicated part is to wake up tomorrow after you had a shit rest, after you had a nightmare, or after whatever the fuck happened through the night, to wake up the next day, and even if you feel like shit, even if you feel like you hate every breath that you take, you need to keep drawing. And it's fine if you draw for 10 minutes. That means you have 10 minutes more than you had previously. Give yourself a chance to get out of this swamp. Give yourself a chance to have a chance. And there's literally nothing on the entire internet that's even close to this single truth that will help you get out of where you are today. You cannot wait. I also waited for a moment of luck, a moment of brilliance coming from the outside world, where there's this opportunity that will see me through these millions and millions of other artists and will say, okay, you're good enough and you're sufficient enough, and we will take your art, value it, help you learn becoming better as an artist while paying you sufficiently and offering you this constant income. It never happened like this. I had chances that came while I was fighting to get those chances, so it's luck involved, but there was never a moment in which something happened in such a way that I didn't have to put the work in. So don't wait for that moment. Don't wait for it, because it could come. It could come. There are people that were born in the right circles, or there's a couple of people, and I want to underline this: a couple of people. You have better chances at winning the lottery. People that got this, I don't know, this opportunity and they weren't prepared for it, and it just lined up perfectly. But don't wait on that. And I'm saying don't wait on that because I also waited on that. I was having this victim mindset in which I was, I was being so bitter about my past and about the fact that I'm failing, and for good reasons, because man, if you're bitter about that, you have all the reasons in the world to be bitter about that. But the reality is you won't get nowhere because nobody gives a shit. It's a rat race. It is a rat race. And the only way you can get out of this is if you keep trying, Keep trying, keep drawing. There's nothing else to say. I don't know. This could have been like a 5 seconds video. 10 seconds for me because I talk slow. But yeah. Also, I see people not talking, but watching some of my videos. If you want to be part of this community, a like, subscribe, or some sort of interaction with the videos would help a lot, because the algorithm doesn't do me any favors. And if you think this is worth having on the internet, please make sure to help. I don't have any Patreon, any sort of monetizing it, so I don't give a shit about that right now. But if you can help with some sort of interaction, it will be tremendously amazing for the channel itself, and for me to at least know that I'm not speaking for myself, because I can speak for myself without the camera or the microphone. I'm doing that on a daily basis. So yeah, I hope the video in the drawing video shows you like the final piece. And again, if it doesn't, there's nothing of importance to tell you like what I've been doing. So I will keep the breakdown for another time. But yeah, stay positive, stay optimistic, and even if it feels like there's no point in doing this, trust me. Please trust me. Keep on working. If this is your dream, keep on drawing. It doesn't matter how much or how great the drawing is. Keep on drawing, put in the reps, and I'll promise you, you will have a chance. You will have a real chance of getting out of this mess.